I haven't been smoking. That shit, I'm sorry, that's been there.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you working? Going to school?
I'm not working no more. I just recently left my job.
I told you to get a job, not lose a job. What I seem to think is happening is that you're not doing anything but smoking weed and doing nothing. That's it. You stay with me. I'm revoking your bond, man.
Make an exception to tell somebody to bring my grandma because she doesn't know how to drive and I drove her up here.
Do you even have a license to drive?
I don't, sir.
You can't drive if you ain't got a license and insurance. Everything we asked you to do, you did the exact opposite.
Sir, I was working on it. I just need you to help me with this. I'm just asking you for like 1 more week and I'll get it together. Hear me out, sir. Judge, can I speak?
This entitled 19-year-old walked into her bond hearing for a theft case, already breaking the law again. She literally drove herself to court without a driver's license, left her grandma sitting in the car like a chauffeur, and thought that somehow made everything okay. And that's not even the worst part. She quit her job just a few weeks ago, like life is some kind of extended vacation, while she's standing in front of a judge asking for leniency. Meanwhile, she's calm, relaxed, not a single ounce concern on her face, like the judge is just going to shrug and say, "No problem, your grandma's waiting." But from the very first moment, you can tell Judge Fleer is not buying any of it. No sympathy, no patience, no excuses. He sees right through her entitlement immediately. What makes this even crazier is that she genuinely seems shocked that driving illegally to court could matter. Like she didn't realize bond conditions actually mean something. And Judge Fleer makes it very clear. This courtroom is not the place to play dumb or act privileged. Make sure you watch until the very end, because Judge Fleer drops a major reality check on her and humbles her in the most satisfying way possible. And if you think this entitled 19-year-old desperately needs a wake-up call, go ahead and drop a like on this video. Let's dive in and watch.
Your life, man.
What am I doing with my life? Right now I'm currently barely getting stable at the house. I just recently moved house with my grandparents, but we switched locations from over there Galleria to over here Aldine Westville.
Still living with your grandparents?
Yes, I'm the only one that lives with them. I'm the one that tries to help them out.
Okay. How old are they?
They are 65 and up.
I don't need help. Are they ill?
My grandma is.
Okay. What do you do? Are you working? Going to school?
I'm not working no more right now. I just recently left my job 2 weeks ago.
Why? I told you to get a job, not lose a job.
I already had a job when I had first seen you, but I left it because it's 40 minutes drive. It's a 40-minute drive away. I don't have transportation right now.
So what have you been doing between now and then, in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I've been looking for a different job nearby, and I got an interview coming up on the 8th for Academy.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. What are you going to test positive for?
For THC.
Not going to go well for you, Ms. Castillo.
I should be there from the first time that we got arrested.
So you haven't smoked since the last time you've been arrested? Judge, I think she's saying it may be something still in her system from when she was here. I don't see the date.
You mean from August?
That's what, 60 days?
Really? Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Ms. Capetillo. What I seem to think is happening is that you're not doing anything but smoking weed and doing nothing.
That's not
And
right.
that's not gonna happen. Really? We'll see. I'm sending you for a drug test now. You must come right back and we'll see what happens.
Understood.
Thank you, Judge.
What happened?
Positive.
For what?
THC, no alcohol. Because we don't know the levels, but that's THC.
How old is she? How old are you?
I'm 19.
That's it. You stay with me. I'm revoking your bond, man.
Make an exception to tell somebody to bring my grandma because she doesn't know how to drive and I drove her up here.
Where's your grandmother at?
She's up in Louis Deli. It's like a restaurant from here. I just left her parked there. She doesn't know how to drive.
You just left your grandma in the car?
Yeah, because I needed to get up here. She was my only way to get here.
Is she in a...
Does she have a license to drive? Do you even have a license to drive?
I don't, sir.
So your grandmother drove
It's
you,
like
or you
one
drove
thing
her?
after the other.
My grandma here.
Why'd you
I
bring
don't
her
have
here?
any transportation, sir. I had to
You can't drive if you ain't got a license and insurance.
I was trying to provoke this. I was not trying to get arrested, sir.
Everything we asked you to do, you did the exact opposite.
Sir, I was working on it. I just need you to help me with this. I'm just asking you for like one more week and I'll get it together. I haven't been smoking. I'm sorry, that's been there for a minute. I haven't smoked because I know I have
Yeah,
court.
I believe it.
The tests are gonna eventually show something else and you're not gonna believe me.
I don't know what to tell you, Mr. Slider, but I mean, it's like, it's literally, it's one thing after the other with
Hear me
me.
out, sir. Judge, can I speak to you?
You know what? I don't want to talk about the case, and you're really in enough hot water as it is. Because the problem is your grandmother probably doesn't have that many resources as is. So who do you have now that's going to pony up $10,000 to get you out? You stuck like Chuck now for the next couple months in custody. All I asked you to do was be clean and do something productive.
I can
She goes with you. Oh, hey, Mr. Slider, what was her last name?
Capatillo,
Capitilla, that's right.
Page 6.
page 6.
Not only that, she bond forfeited how many times? I don't know what to do. I really don't.
She asked.
Because the problem is that like, I can't let her drive home. She didn't even get a license and insurance. So even if I let her out, I can't let her drive. Will you do me a favor? Will you ask her if grandmother has the ability to drive?
Drivers, or is there
Right.
someone else that can come here and drive her? I'll find out.
Please.
Thank you, Judge.
I genuinely don't think you can get more clueless than this. She openly admits on the record that she drove herself to court without a license while she's on bond, and then casually mentions using substances she's not even supposed to be touching. That's not just a mistake. That's basically walking into a courtroom waving a giant red flag and expecting nobody to notice. And what really gets me is that she doesn't even seem to understand how serious this is. There's no panic, no concern, no realization that she's digging herself deeper with every sentence. The judge is sitting there, clearly holding back from completely snapping, trying to process how someone could be this careless right in front of him at this point. It honestly doesn't even feel like a legal issue anymore. It feels like a parenting issue. And you can tell Judge Fleer feels that too. He's being patient, almost too patient. But this girl just isn't getting it. She talks like someone who's never been told no. Or if she has, she's never had to deal with consequences afterward. The lack of accountability is written all over her. Everything about her attitude screams entitlement. Like the rules are optional and consequences are for other people. And that's what makes this whole thing kind of sad when you really think about it. Because 9 times out of 10, behavior like this doesn't come out of nowhere. It's usually the result of never being held responsible for anything growing up. And I think that's exactly what Judge Fleer is seeing here. He's not just dealing with a bond violation. He's dealing with someone who has zero understanding of structure, responsibility, or consequences. It feels like he's trying to do more than just hand down a ruling. He's trying to teach a life lesson she clearly never learned. Let me know in the comments. Do you know anyone who's just as entitled and disconnected from reality as this girl right here? Because I know I could name a few.
I wanted to let you know that I'm bringing you out here because I feel really bad. But you've done nothing to help yourself. But smoke weed, you're driving without a license, and you continue to violate conditions of this court. You didn't show up a week or two ago, you know? So it's one thing after the other. We are trying to do everything in our power to get through to you, to try to better yourself and to get to, we truly want the best for you. But at this point in time, you're your own worst enemy. You're doing nothing for us to also help you out. If I let you go now, that's enabling you, telling you it's okay for you to continue to conduct and act like you're doing. Ms. Capetillo, it is not. Me, if I let you out now, it's enabling you, and I refuse to do that. I want you to understand that we mean business. And this is what happens when you don't follow conditions. We mean business. No catch and release here. Good. We'll see you in a couple days, and I really truly hope that you now will appreciate this. Okay? I'm not letting you out. What I want you to understand is that if I let you out, you will get the understanding that it's okay for you to continue to do what you're doing, and it's not. One more thing. I'm not going to let you plead guilty just to get out. You pleading guilty to a theft case would be the absolute worst thing you can do, because you will become unemployable. No one will hire you. You will be unable to get an apartment, a loan for anything, to get a car, a house, apartment. You want funding for financial aid for schooling for this, not with a theft conviction.
I understand that.
But I want you to understand that we mean business, and I hope that this is the length that we have to go to. All right? Okay, thank you. Whoa, hold on. I need to say this. One more thing. The most important thing in this life: do not drive without a license and liability insurance. You will be signing an affidavit with me right now. This is a promise you're making to me not to drive. And if you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and you can be facing up to 180 days in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. If you get into a car and you get into an accident and you don't have insurance, you've completely messed with everyone. And I know you don't have money. But if you get into an accident with someone who's got like a BMW Jaguar, or even whatever it may be, they're out a ton of money, and it's not fair. All I'm trying to do is what's fair.
Honestly, I put real money on this being the first serious conversation about responsibility she's ever had in her life. And that's the sad part. It had to come from a judge. You can tell she's not some evil person at her core, but she's clearly grown up believing that consequences are optional and that rules only apply when someone feels like enforcing them. When you've got a theft charge, no driver's license, and you're still out driving and using substances like nothing matters, that's not just poor judgment. That's straight up denial of reality. At some point, someone has to step in and say, no, this is not how the world works. And that's why I've got to give real credit to Judge Fleer here. He handled this exactly how a judge should. He didn't yell. He didn't embarrass her. He didn't try to humiliate her or make an example out of her. He did something way more effective. He educated her and firmly put her in her place. That kind of response actually lands. You could see it on her face. This wasn't just another hearing to breeze through. This felt like a moment that might actually stick with her. And let's be honest, showing up to court dressed like you're heading out for the night didn't help her case either. Court is about respect. And when you walk and dress like the rules don't matter, it reinforces the exact problem the judge is trying to correct. Judge Fleer didn't even need to touch on it. The message was already clear. At the end of the day, I really do think this hearing might be a turning point for her. Will it actually change her long term? Who knows? But if she ever looks back and realizes this was the moment reality finally hit, it'll be because the judge handled it the right way. So let me know what you guys think. Did Judge Fleer go too hard, or was this exactly the wake-up call she needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. Take care, everyone.